From Defense Intelligence Agency, Station Bravo 4. To Navcom Center. Warning. Message critical. Hyperspace activity has been spotted in the systems close in proximity to the Versailles system. We believe it's the hegemony. Scans are limited, but we estimate a minimum of 2 to 3 capital ships and 10 to 12 support vessels. We recommend you send Task Force 6 to the system until the threat is further identified. The ship was abuzz with activity. As Lucas walked down the halls, he could see crewmen running to their stations, carrying out various tasks. "What's with all the activity?" he asked, as he walked up to his squad's flight commander, Tech Sergeant Knight. "They're ordering the whole task force to assist them. They haven't told us much, but I think something big is happening." "Big? You mean hegemony big?" Lucas asked, a worried expression spreading across his face. "Above our pay grade. Orders are orders. Get your gear ready and get to your bird," he said, looking almost as worried as the young pilot he spoke to. With a quick salute, he nodded. "Yes, sir." The bridge was in a state of barely controlled chaos with the order to make a combat jump. Such orders on such short notice were unusual. Layla looked down at the interface as it went through numerous calculations. They were making their way to the Versailles system, a colony about 45 light years away from their current spot. "The carrier's about to make its jump. We have to make sure our arrival is coordinated with it," the captain said, leaning forward in her chair. "Astrogation course plotted, ma'am. ETA 3 hours, 17 minutes, Layla said, looking over her screen. "Good job. Shostrom, are all checks cleared?" the captain asked again. "Yes, ma'am. Reactors are green. Drive is green. Weapons are green. Comms are green." "Good." The captain reached under her armrest, pressing a button as she spoke. "This is CR 56276. We're ready to go." Almost immediately after saying this, the ship began to shake, accelerating as it made its way through the hyperspace portal. The chairs the bridge crew sat in held them tight with automated restraints as the G-forces slowly rose. Layla gripped her restraints tightly. She'd been through the simulations and mopped up a few pirates and smugglers before, but this time, this was serious. Nothing official was told, but rumor was that hegemony was coming closer. Nothing prepares you to face them. Task Force 6 was called Elite. 2 supercarriers, 6 heavy cruisers, and a staggering complement of fighters. But how long could they hold off the Fahalian hegemony? Calling them a vicious enemy would be an understatement. Lucas sat in his craft, wearing his baggy flight suit and large, bulky helmet. Closing his eyes, he sat back in his chair, trying to get what rest he could before they were at Versailles. He had fought the Fahalians before. Their fighters were agile, and the weapon systems they used were decades ahead of any human ones. With smart tactics, of course, they could be destroyed, but it took a lot of planning, and enough of them swarmed a human flight wing they were pretty much fucked without any support. He looked over at his weapon system readings. 36 longbow missiles, 16,000 40mm rounds in his cannon. He'd have to use his munitions wisely. Once the shooting started, resupply wasn't so easy. A series of beeps broke his concentration as the whole cockpit filled with deep red light. They were exiting hyperspace soon. "This is Echo 1 to Echo Squadron. When we enter real space, I want everyone to be prepared for launch." "Yes, sir," all of the Echo Squad replied in unison. With a brief shake of the ship and the feeling of quick deceleration, they were there. As the flight deck doors lowered, Lucas could see outside the ship. Numerous balls of bright white light appeared, followed by the arrival of a ship dropping out of hyperspace. Eventually, the whole of Task Force 6 was there, a huge amount of ships. They were around 3 million kilometers from Sasaya, a rocky world with some small colonies. The system was seemingly going about its normal business. No sign of hostility anywhere. "Unknown hyperspace bubble detected." Lucas's heart sank to the pit of his stomach as the computer voice spoke, delivering its message to all aboard the ship. "Unknown hyperspace bubble detected." Grabbing his monitor, he began to make out numerous blobs on his screen. Big ones. "Unknown hyperspace bubble detected." Each time a bubble appeared, 20 or 30 ships came with it. This was bad. "Unknown hyperspace bubble detected. "We have hostiles! Echo, get ready!" Sergeant Knight yelled. Almost deafening everyone on the channel. Frantically prepping all systems, Lucas prepared for launch. This was it. A battle was coming. Looking through her sensors, Layla could make out 150 ships, some of them 15 kilometers in length, dwarfing the largest UN vessels easily. "Prepare the thermonuclear warheads and assault core guns. Coordinated fire," the captain rattled off orders at lightning speed. "Rashid, direct the shields forward." "Yes, ma'am." "Shorstrom, keep the point defense primed." "Yes, ma'am." Looking through the monitor, Layla saw the first carnage of the battle as Valiant ships began to fire at human vessels, bolts of plasma smashing against their armor. Responding in kind, the naval vessels fired off core gun rounds and nuclear charges, coordinating all their fire against the biggest vessels. A burst of plasma fire took down a human cruiser, the Boudica, in a blaze of thermal energy. 3,000 people, gone just like that. Swallowing her emotions, Layla continued to focus on her task. One of the hegemony ships was moving closer to Saya, seemingly getting into position for an orbital strike on the population below. Notifying her captain, their ship prepared to engage. They fired their thrusters, sending off core gun rounds in an attempt to disable the Valiant craft.